Okay, so, oh, covering the camera a little bit. There we go. So we got our bowl and we have our bleach, and you just want to add a little bit of a time of your bleach. And I'm going to try not to do this too close to my face here. I'm just letting you guys kind of see what I'm doing, and I'll show you the consistency. Just because when you are working with powdered bleach, it does get into the air, and that can make for not good digestion. So I'm kind of getting that consistency that I want now. So like I said, don't measure, don't get into all that crazy stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be too technical, doesn't have to be too hard. You just add your cream, and then you add your powder until you get a yogurt consistency. Okay, so I kind of got that now. You see that? Yeah. So we got that part done. After that, what I do is I separate my hair like this into 2 sections, and then I take the back of my hair, and so I kind of pull the front here, take the back of my hair, and I've seen a lot of videos that kind of just fast forward through everything, but you do want to kind of section off your hair so everything's not falling in when you're doing it. You know, you're not having all this hair everywhere. So I section it off to the front too, and then I'll go back and do the 2 in the back. Also, I like to frame my hair, frame the outside of my face, because I find that weirdly enough, my baby hairs take the longest to bleach out. You think, you know, because it's virgin hair, that'd take the least amount of time, and I don't know if that's just my hair or what. Okay. Okay. And you want to make sure it's saturated, because if your bleach is too dry, you don't want it too wet, you don't want it too dry. And if your bleach is too dry, it won't saturate it properly, and then you'll get like cheetah spots, and you don't want cheetah spots. You can do touch-ups after, you know, before you put on your toner. Okay. So my face is framed. You can see that. And then, this is really weird trying to do this in camera. So I'm gonna just look in the mirror in front of me. So we want to now do the middle of our hair. Just the line going down the middle. You wanna go on both sides. Both sides. I got bleach all in my sink. Luckily, it's just a sink there. And you wanna wear a shirt that you don't really care about. That's another thing. Because, you know, especially if it's your first time doing it, you're gonna be a little messy. I'm always a little messy, but I get it done properly. Okay, so you can see that's fully saturated in the middle, and then you start pulling over here. Pulling over and doing whatever you've missed. And then you go to the next section and do that again. And you want to do really small sections because you don't want spotting. You can kind of go through it too, like after it starts to bleach, and it will, you'll be able to see where it's not bleaching. I guess they don't have to be that small. I can't see as much here. Okay. I'm used to doing this just in the mirror, not talking to anybody. And what I do, if my hair is just, you know, not the blonde that I want it to be when I do my roots, is I just pull it through at the end. So I bleach all my roots. And you know what I forgot? One step. I should be wearing gloves. That was like the first thing I was going to tell you guys. Always wear gloves. I'm like, what's burning? My fingers. Gloves. It's totally easier to do anything without gloves, but bleach hurts. Okay. And we're gonna add more and keep going blonde. And I'll show you what it looks like from the front when I'm done. Okay, so I've done all the front of my hair. You can see everything's covered. Sorry, I would have just fast forwarded that for you guys, but I'm like strictly working off my phone for editing right now, and I cannot find a good editor that I can work properly to be able to find the fast forwarding properties. Okay, so we got all of that done in the front, all saturated. So now we're going to start on the back here where we had our half pony tied up. You should see my bathroom right now. It's covered in bleach. Okay, so we can just separate that again right there. So back there, you see, you can start doing your bleach. And this is kind of a, you know, it's hard to do by yourself. It's always good to have, like, you know, a friend, if your friend can help you out. And then you just, we have to go on this side as well. Just because it's hard to get the back, you know, I always ask my husband afterwards. I'm like, hey, do you see anything back there? You want my brush? You want to touch it up? And he helps me out, so that's good. So, and then we start pulling everything to the front like this, and then you pull a piece and you bleach. You make sure you got all the roots. You know, you don't have to be perfect. If you overlap on your blonde hair, it's okay. Just try not to go too far because you don't want your hair to be too brittle. Bleaching and bleaching and bleaching your hair can definitely turn out for very unhealthy, brittle hair. So definitely, like, use conditioning products that will help get your hair healthy again and redo the structure of your hair. Conditioning products with keratin in it, that's like what our hair is made up out of, so those are really good to use. I suggest go to like Sally's or your local salon store and ask them if they have a product that they use, or, you know, find something on YouTube that you can buy. The drugstore, you're really not going to find what you need. Okay, actually this back part has gone pretty awesome so far. Yay! Besides, you know, luckily my counters are already all white because it can bleach things, especially if you have a floor mat. Move the floor mat. Okay. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to finish up this quickly, and then I'll let the time lapse. Usually I leave it in for about 35 minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I did want to come back and show you guys before I let it set. I did just finish, and now what I like to do is I like to take my gloved hands and I like to massage it. And anything that, like, your hand is hard to go through is probably dry. So what I do then is I take my lovely gloved hand and I take bleach on my hand, and then you rub it into whatever area you feel is dry. And I always like, if I see my scalp getting dry at the top, I always come reapply. Because like I said, when I'm blonde, I don't want to be a cheetah. I want to be blonde. You know, you're not going to be perfect at this. We're not in a salon. We're at our home. So if you need to cheat and do other ways, for sure, do it. Because sometimes it can be really tedious doing your own roots by yourself. And you can see I have overlapped on my hair. And that doesn't make a difference. You're going to be toning it all out and bleaching your roots. You know, it only stays in for about 35 minutes. It's not going to make much of a difference. It doesn't for me anyways. You are going to feel burning. That's normal. I just make these weird faces like. My husband's always like, okay. They help me relax when my face is burning. Okay, so this is what we got now. It's been about 10 minutes because I've been putting it in. And you can already see that they're changing. Now I'll be back. Okay, everybody. So I have rinsed out my hair. And you want to be very gentle with the brush afterwards because you're probably going to be putting toner back in your hair. And your scalp will be sensitive. So you want to lessen the amount of burning you have on your scalp, even though you don't have to put toner on for that long. So I do see, even though I put the bleach on my roots at the front, like what is that called? I framed my face with the bleach. It still didn't take that much to my roots in the front, as you can see. I like them being really, really, like I don't want any signs of anything, any kind of darkness on the front of my face. So what I do is I just touch up where I think, and that's okay if your hair is wet because it's already starting to go blonde, so it's not going to take long at all. And maybe over here. I got big sideburns, always have. You know, I hated them when I was younger, but I've learned to love them now. They're part of me. So you just want to add a little bit of bleach wherever you find you see any darkness in your hair. The rest looks pretty awesome. Besides here, I can kind of see a patch back here that I'd like to. That's why I don't rinse out my bleach bowl right away. I leave whatever's left over in it. So then I can do my scan after I do my roots, and then everything's even Steven. Okay, I got a little bit back here. So anyways, that is my root tutorial, guys. And if you follow in the next video, you'll be able to see my toner tutorial. This time I did not pull, just so you know, this time I did not pull the bleach through because I am actually satisfied with the level of blonde I do have, or yellow right now. So please check out my next video to see how you tone your hair and what you can use. I will also be posting videos soon on if your toner takes too much, your hair can go like purple or like a bluish, and I have ways of getting rid of that in seconds. Okay, thanks guys, bye.